Hello my lovies, welcome or welcome back to this perfume and luxury channel. Today's video, I thought I would make a list of 8 designer perfumes I cannot live without. I've done this video for my niche fragrances, but I thought, why leave designers out? It took me a long time to put together this list, but this is it. So if you love perfume, don't forget to subscribe and let's go. The first perfume I love, this is my guilty pleasure of a scent. I keep saying I love my perfumes, but that is kind of obvious. They are in my collection for a reason. This scent in particular is Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. I have got the original. I love the original as well. This one though, it's so good. It's a bit more boozy. It's a bit more fruity as well. And it's got this intensity to it that is just beautiful. The other one is like sweet and fruity and light, and this one has got a bit more depth to it. It's a bit more, to me, a bit more grown up and a bit more of a guilty pleasure sort of a fragrance. It's absolutely stunning. If you love the original Flower Bomb, this is like that flanker that you should check out, because you know it might not be around forever. It's a bit orangey. It's so good. Every time I talk about perfumes and then want to douse myself in all of them from the list, it's bad. Next fragrance that I've wanted forever and I finally have it, so I definitely am not letting it go. This is a designer fragrance that is just stunning. It's underrated. I think it's the first time I'm going to talk about it on this channel, so sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to tell people because it might be like sold out or something, but I love this. It's Un Jardin en Méditerranée from Hermes. This scent, oh my goodness, this is a freshie that I love, and I don't love a lot of fresh fragrances. I really struggle in the summertime to find a freshie that I find it's not so basic, and most of those fresh fragrances, they're often not long lasting at all. They just smell basic. I've got a problem with summer fragrances, as you can tell, but this fragrance, it's sophisticated, it's figs, it's bitter, it's a bit watery, it's smooth at the same time. This smells like a luxury French Riviera hotel. It's magnificent. It's so cooling as well. I know that I'll be wearing this all summer long, and it's got enough of that tartness to really cut through the summer heat. So if you're looking for this really classy, bougie summer scent that is not going to be worn by everybody and their mom, this is just a dream, I'm telling you. Actually, the next one is also kind of a summer scent on the list, and this is a fragrance that I can't wait to wear already. I am guilty of wearing it even in the springtime, sometimes maybe in the wintertime. Some people might say this is like a typical summer fragrance, but I think it's got a nice creaminess that lends itself to also be worn when it's a bit cooler, and it is Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford. I'm telling you, this scent, it's just as good as the hype. I love it. It's one of those that I will always have in my collection. It's so creamy. I personally love white flowers, and this has got such creamy white flowers. They're almost like buttery. There's like this butteriness to the scent. Also a bit of spiciness, a bit of slight bit of like marine aquaticness in there. It's so good. The only problem I've got with it is that I have to reapply it quite often when I wear it, because it doesn't last a huge amount of time, but I still adore it. I think it just smells so luxe. It makes me instantly think of a summer holiday. The scent, just sand, warm skin, body lotion, like amazing scent, and I know that I won't be able to live without it. Next up, I've got a scent that started my obsession with fragrances, you might argue, and it is Hypnotic Poison by Dior, the Eau de Toilette. I just cannot Is that a double negative? Anyway, this is a scent that I have to have in my collection. It's amazing. Funny story about this one. When I got it, the lady at the Dior counter, I was like telling her how much I love this scent and I'm buying it, and I was so happy. And yeah, I was telling her I love the eau de toilette. We had the whole conversation about like me not liking the eau de parfum, loving the eau de toilette. And then I paid, I go, and I was like, let me just check what she packed. And she packed me in the bag eau de parfum of this fragrance, not the eau de toilette. Thankfully I went back and she immediately swapped it out. But I was like, this would have been a disaster, because, you know, the same box, I would probably unpackage it and not be able to return it. So be careful when you buy fragrances, double check what they pack for you, because sometimes they could just make a mistake. But anyway, this is such a vampy oriental vanilla. I smell a lot of spearmint in here, which I absolutely adore. A bit of like the cigarette smoke as well. Such a sexy fragrance to me. And yeah, it's one of the best designer fragrances for me. It's just so marvelous. Next designer scent is the one from a Privé line, and it is Magenta Tanzanite from Armani. This is the private collection. To me, it was a love at first sniff. I sniffed it just randomly when these came out, because they came out during the pandemic, and I wasn't able to smell them. There was like a blue one as well that they've come out with, and ever since I smelt it, I just fell in love with it. I had to have it. And this scent, it's this really earthy, beautiful scent. Yesterday I had my friend here and she absolutely loved it. And she's not like a perfume snob, or she's not like super into perfumes. So this just goes to show you that it's a super likable scent. I've gotten so many compliments for this fragrance. It's one that really captures people for some reason, and it's not like a basic designer scent. It's really different. It's this like super spicy honey, patchouli, bit of tobacco in there. It's so good. Think tobacco vanille, but much more, I would say, feminine and much more wearable every day. If you love tobacco vanille from Tom Ford, try this out. It's so gorgeous. I guarantee you'll fall in love with this as well. Let me know, what is number one designer scent that you cannot live without and that you've repurchased and you're just like, I know that I'll miss this one and I don't want them to ever discontinue selling that one. That would be horrible if any of these would be discontinued. I don't know what I would do. I would cry probably. Next up is Tom Ford Cafe Rose. This beautiful scent, I've gotten it during, I think it was summertime that I got it, but it's fast becoming like one of those designer scents I cannot live without, because I love my rose scents that are earthy and woody and not just like pretty florally rose fragrances. And there's not many designer fragrances that offer what Tom Ford does. Tom Ford offers so many different scent profiles, so many scents that are not just your basic designer scent, if you will. And I love that. Like, if I couldn't have any niche fragrances, I would probably have most of Tom Ford fragrances, because they just give me that difference, that uniqueness, that something, you know, that you don't smell everywhere. And this beautiful Cafe Rose, it's roses and it's spicy. It reminds me a bit of Portrait of the Lady. Not quite, obviously, but it reminds me of that scent profile, and it's a stunning, stunning scent. Next up, we've got a stunning fragrance. It is YSL Libra Eau de Toilette. This fragrance to me is the one that I gravitate towards most of the year. I like the scent profile of the Intense or the Parfum more. Yes, I do. But there is something about this one that I gravitate towards, and I wear this fragrance, this one from all my flankers that I own, the most. I think it's because it's so light and fresh and airy. It's Libra, but it's so uplifting. I wear it in the summertime, and as I've said before, I struggle with summer fragrances, whereas this is like a strong, uplifting, fresh summer scent. It lasts. It's so easy to wear. If you want to have a summer fragrance that will last, and that is a no-brainer. This is an amazing fragrance.
Oh, beautiful.
And another designer scent that I wouldn't be able to live without is, oh, I actually missed one of this list. I forgot Chanel Chance Au Tendre, because it's so obvious in my mind. So that one would be the next one, Chanel Chance Au Tendre. That one is always on my list. It's always in my heart. I love it so much. It was my signature scent for a long while. Many bottles later, I still have it in my collection. I cannot live without it, even though I've got so many perfumes in my collection. That one, it just smells, it just melts into your skin so perfectly. It just becomes you. It's such a good signature scent because it really just radiates off your skin, but in like a very soft, beautiful way. Everybody likes it. Men are obsessed with it. I mean, it's a win-win sort of scent. So that one for sure will always be in my collection. Next up is a Valentino Born in Roma. This is the Eau de Parfum. It's one of those scents that I would have for my husband because he loves it. I love it as well, but my love for it is extended because he loves it even more. And I just love wearing it for him, for myself. It's a scent that is super sweet, a bit bubblegummy, a bit clean as well. So it's not like a cloying sweet scent. It's like a fresh floral sweet scent. It settles to this beautiful candy floss scent, and it projects really nicely and really strongly, but in this like beautiful, soft, sweet way. I would say to me, it's a youthful scent that maybe I wouldn't necessarily pick myself, but now that is in my collection, I just love it. Like I wouldn't, if there was like 1,000 scents in front of me, I probably would be like, oh, this is not for me. But actually when you wear this scent on your skin, it completely just changes and it becomes even better. So don't sleep on this one. Try it on your skin, not on the scent strip, because it changes and it just becomes this beautiful Moorish sweet scent. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up, and I want to thank all the members of this channel for supporting this channel so much. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.